So last time, we have tackled about factoring greatest common monomial factor. So today, we will discuss about factoring the difference of two square. So basically, this is the continuation of our topic last time about factoring. So how do we know kung ang equation, how do we know kung yung given equation ang gagamitin natin ay difference of two square? Of course, first things first, dapat it is consists of two terms. Dapat dalawang terms ang equation natin. And then second, all terms are both perfect squares. So ano bang ibig sabihin ng perfect square? Kagaya nito, ang 1. Ang 1 ay perfect square kasi ang square root ng 1 ay 1. Ang square root ng 25 ay 5. So, kung napapansin niyo, lahat ng factors nila ay parehas. Multiply by itself. So, 4 times 4 is 16. The square root of 16 is 4. So, ito yung mga listahan ng mga perfect square natin. How about if we are dealing with the variables? Let's say, for example, we have x raised to 6. Variables are perfect square if the exponent is 2 or multiples of 2. Dapat daw yung exponent natin are all divisible by 2 para masabi natin na perfect square. Okay? So we have the factors. X minus y, x plus y. And this is an example of factoring difference of two square. So let's find the equation of this factor. So x times x, x squared. X times y is xy. Negative y times x is negative xy. Negative y times y is negative y squared. Okay, combine like terms, bring down x squared. Positive xy minus xy is 0. Different sign, then magsusubtract tayo. Bring down negative y squared. X squared minus y squared is an example ng equation na pwede natin gamitan ng factoring using difference of two square. Why? Because it is consists of two terms, x squared and then negative y squared. And all terms are both perfect square. X squared are multiples of 2, the same thing as y squared. And this is our format for our factoring. Should be the same. Kung napapansin niyo, parehas lang sila. Yung gitna lang ang magkaiba. The sign. Yung first is negative, the second is positive. Pwede niyong baliktarin yun. Pwedeng positive muna dito negative. It doesn't matter. The same lang yun. It is like 6 times 3 is 18. 3 times 6 is also 18. So let's have our first equation. We have x squared minus 100. So first, i-determine muna natin if we can use difference of two square in our given equation. So how do we know? Dapat we have two terms. X squared is our first term. Our second term is negative 100. And then the second rule is all terms must be perfect square. X squared is perfect square kasi it is divisible by 2. 100 is also perfect square. And the square root of 100, as you can see here, is 10. And then also, negative yung gitna. So, ito yung pinaka-rule. Dapat may isang negative sa kanilang dalawa. It can be x squared or 100. Not both positive or not both negative. Dapat may isa sa kanilang negative para maging factoring difference of two square. So, now let's solve it. So, x squared. Divide natin yung x squared into 2. The answer is x. Isang x na lang. Write positive and negative. Tulad ng sinabi ko kanina, as what I said a while ago. Next is, what is the square root of 100? Square root of 100 is 10. And this is our final answer. So you can check if our final answer is correct using FOIL method. Dapat kapag final method nyo yan, babalik yan dito. Next equation, 4x raised to 6 minus 25y squared. Okay, check. We have two terms, negative. 4 and 25 are all perfect square. X raised to 6 and y raised to 2 are all multiples of 2, are all divisible by 2. Okay, so we can use factoring difference of 2 square. So what is the square root of 4? Here, the square root of 4 is 2. So we have to write it down. 2. And then x raised to 6 divided by 2, the answer is x raised to 3. 6 divided 2 is 3. Next, write the sign, negative, positive. Okay lang kahit it's either positive or negative, positive. It's the same. So the square root of 25 is, as you can see here, the square root of 25 is 5. Next is y squared. Y squared divided by 2, the exponent, the answer is y. Y na lang. And this is our final answer. Next example, we have 36a squared b squared minus c squared. Of course, they have two terms. The first term is 36a squared b squared. The second term is negative c squared. One of them have negative sign, check. And then all of the terms are all perfect squares. So let's solve. The square root of 36 is 6. A squared, divide a squared into 2, the answer is a. Isang a na lang sila. B squared, divide the exponent 2. 2 divide 2 is 1. So, isang B. Write positive and write negative. Then, the C squared divided by 2. The answer is C. And this is our final answer. For our last example, we have 4x raised to 4 minus 1. We have, yes, they have two terms. 4 and 1 are all perfect square. X raised to 4 are multiples of 2. So we can solve that using difference of 2 square. Square root of 4 is 2. X raised to 4 divided by 2, the answer is x squared. Then copy negative or positive. The square root of 1 is 1. And this is our final answer. Tandaan ninyo, lagi silang parehas. Parehas lang yung sagot nila. Sign lang ang pinagkaiba nila. Sign on the difference between the equation. So I hope you understand our topic about factoring difference of two squares.